Black Alpha Network. Home of Black Excellence.
What did you discuss back in the hotel room?
Nothing, just friends, just like cruise chef and Kennedy and everybody. When the people, all of the politicians of all other white races come together, and although they believe different, they think different, whites can come together and discuss the common cause. But whenever a few of us come together, the world is shook up. And I say, whatever went back there, it's our business.
Reverend King, do you agree?
Oh, yes. We had a very good discussion on many matters. And, of course, these are not things that we would discuss here.
All right, this is another certified connection, Black Alpha Network production. Back in the motherfucking house one more time. We about to put out some vibes, some energies for the whole motherfucking universe to catch. Cause our message is that big. It is that motherfucking big. It's clear as crystal. And what are we about? Black business. Strictly black business. The way we move, the way we operate, black business. The way we communicate, the way we function, black business. Every last thing that we do is all about us. And they wouldn't understand it because it's a black thing. When we see each other eye to eye and we be out here in these streets and we be on code, it's a black thing. When we see each other face to face, it's a black thing. When we in the same room, when we in our space, when we in our environment, it's a black thing. They wouldn't understand it because it ain't for them. It's for us. Every fucking thing we do is in-house. Everything we do is in-house. That's the motherfucking new wave. That's the motherfucking new grind. All that shit that them suckers used to do where they be broadcasting our business to the world, telling everybody, we're going here on Wednesday at 12, we're going to march over there, we're going to walk around the corner, we're going to tell them what our problems are. Listen to us, please. This is what it is. Fuck that. No more. B-1's, we got a big ass get the fuck out of here sign on our door. Get the fuck out of here. You try to come up in here and you try to weasel your way in and you ain't one of us, get the fuck out of here. We say it all the time. We running them up off the block and we throwing their ass out the club. We like some motherfucking black bouncers up in here. You getting snatched by the shirt, thrown out the motherfucking club. Because this is strictly B1 business and it's a black thing. I'm talking about in the boardroom, education, school, teaching. It doesn't matter where you are. It could be in your relationship. You keep that shit in-house. It's black business. You notice in the beginning that anchor tried to ask Martin Luther King and Muhammad Ali, so what were you doing in there? What was going on? Tell us what you're talking about. Tell us how you black people think. What's your next move, Marquise? And motherfucking Muhammad Ali chopped that shit off quick because he was smart. He was smart. He was on code. That's what on code sound like. Go look at the video and that's what on code look like. We got all the examples of on code living. All you gotta do is do it and then make it happen. And Muhammad Ali said, we ain't gonna tell you that. Nah, the same way y'all go up in there and y'all have y'all little meetings and you make sure to tell us that shit's private. Well, goddamn it, what we talked about was private. Yeah, and then he couldn't get the answer out of Muhammad, so then he tried to turn to Martin, and he said, well, Martin, what were you guys doing? Asked the same motherfucking question. And Martin was on code. Martin said, nope, we ain't telling you. We talked a lot of good stuff today, and we ain't gonna discuss it here. He straight up told him, we ain't gonna discuss it here. Translation, fuck you. Translation, that sign I had, get the fuck out. And that's the motherfucking wave. And they was practicing this back in the 60s, so we damn sure can practice this shit now. Because we on a different wave. We got all different types of platforms and ways that we can communicate and build. And by the way, everybody out there who's working on something, I've been invited to some things. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get with you. Hit me up, DM me on Twitter, Instagram. I don't give a fuck what platform. Hit me up if you working on something. I'll hit you up when I'm working on something. You know, we can either combine our work together or we can work with each other separately. Oh, I'm humble enough. I know I be saying some wild shit. I'm crazy as hell and I got a big ass personality, superstar. But it don't matter because when it comes to this B1 family, I'm just a regular person and we all are. Every last one of us, we just a regular family member. It's like the family reunion. You don't go to the family reunion trying to be the goddamn superstar and want all the motherfucking attention. What you doing that for when you with your own goddamn family? If you cannot be just one of the people, if you cannot just be just your regular self around your family, then you ain't shit. You ain't shit, point blank. Ain't no one person bigger than the motherfucking group. Ain't no one person bigger than the family at all. When you step up in the family gathering, check your motherfucking ego at the door. I don't give a fuck how big it is. Because that's love. That's commonality. That's how you galvanize. That's the first step of being on code. Ain't no motherfucking Diana Rosses. Ain't no motherfucking Beyonce's. And ain't no goddamn David Ruffins. I'm David Ruffin. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. We don't need no motherfucking David Ruffins. I love David Ruffin's music. He had a great voice, but goddamn it, we don't need that up in this B1 family. None of that. Not at all. No. Everybody got to check their ego at the door. And let me say this very clearly. The one thing that terrifies them is when we can check our ego, when we can be on one code, when we can humble ourselves, when we can be around our family. If you cannot humble yourself around your family, then you ain't got no family. If you ain't got no family, you ain't got nothing. And I know I got the B1 family. That's one thing I know for sure every morning I wake up. When you see all the coons and the sellouts and everything they throw at us in this supremacist society, I know for a fact I got the B1 family. And every time I communicate with you guys, all that does is give me more reaffirmation that we are better than good. Better than good. They make a lot of money by dividing and conquering us, by separating us, pitting this group against that group, against that group, against that group. So when we start humbling ourselves, teaming up with one another, galvanizing and having a commonality, that's the shit that'll scare them more than anything. Anything. Because you cannot have an economic base if one person says, I got all the money. Not happening. You cannot have a military if one person says, nope, I got all the soldiers. You cannot have love if one person says, everybody love me and hate everybody else. Hate is just love turned upside down. Feel me? And that's what the fuck we gonna be on, is mad love, mad respect, mad humility. And when you put that together, then you got the code. The first step of the code is being humble. And when it come to your family, that's where you need to be the most motherfucking humble. And that's what I call black business. And it all turns into living on code. You know how they say there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians? Let me foundational black Americanize that, all right? We got too many Diana Rosses and not enough Supremes. We got too many David Ruffins and not enough Temptations. Not enough motherfucking Temptations. And I pride myself on being somebody that's in the black community, a black voice that people feel they can fuck with, they can hang out with, that you can pull up. You smoke one, you drink, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you do. You a vegan? Let's eat a motherfucking vegan sandwich. I don't give a fuck. But I always pride myself with Black Alpha Network as being somebody that people have respect for, they have love for, and I get a lot of love and respect, and that goes further than any motherfucking spotlight out there. So I pride myself on being one of the people. I pride myself on being for the fucking people, because that's what we all are at the end of the day. Just B1 cousins. B1 cousins. Now let's talk about this black business. Let's talk about this on code living. As we talk about being on code, right? And we talk about staying inside of our own house, it's no different than your family growing up. You didn't go across the street to the motherfucking neighbors and tell them what your mom and daddy was doing. You didn't go say, well, daddy got laid off today. Mama whooped me today. Mom and dad was fighting today. My brother ran away. You don't do that shit. You keep that shit to your motherfucking self. That's how the fuck you operate. That's how you function. And black folks love to broadcast shit to the fucking planet. They love telling everybody our next move and how we feel. Man, you ain't got to tell nobody shit. B1's moving silence. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Moving motherfucking silence. As long as we know what we on, and as long as we know what we about to do next, that's all that motherfucking matter. That's all that motherfucking matter. The neighbors ain't gotta know shit. Fuck them. Cause you know what happens when you always let somebody in your business? Then they knowing your next move and they praying on your downfall. They praying on our downfall any motherfucking way. Oh, trust and believe as I say this shit right now. The motherfuckers is on their knees praying on us to fall. Coming up with new ways on how they can make us fall. And we still standing. They've been trying to make us fall for 500 motherfucking years. And that's with motherfuckers telling our business. So imagine what happens when we do not broadcast it. Imagine what happens when we keep that shit in-house. We have nothing but B1 affairs. And we keep our B1 affairs to our goddamn self. What they gonna do then? What they gonna do then? And that's the whole motto of the Black Alpha Network. We keeping every motherfucking thing in-house. We keeping everything in-house and we making it hard on these motherfuckers to stop us. Too many of these cats out here, they make that shit easy for people to stop us. All they do is give these motherfuckers the blueprint, the manuscript. Hey, this is how you take us down. But we taking that shit back. And all we do is certify, we make it hard on these people. Let's normalize supremacy taking L's. Let's normalize counterfeits taking L's. We need to get them W's and put them up motherfucking high, because all we do is win. Trust me, you've been winning for 500 years. You wouldn't be here if you wasn't winning. Trust me. Sometimes we get bogged down and we think all we do is take L's. No, they take L's. B1s, we don't take no losses. Because trust me, if B1s were taking losses, there'd be no such thing as B1s. You don't deal with what the fuck we done dealt with for 500 years because you've been losing for 500 years. You don't lose that long. You lose, you're over. There's no more you. So trust me, we've been winning. We've been winning. We may have got some motherfucking scrapes and some bruises. We may have been knocked down a bunch of times, but guess what? We stood back on our motherfucking feet, 10 toes down, dusted our motherfucking selves off, and kept on pushing. Kept on pushing. And this is what it's all about. Why? Because it's a black thing. Why? It's a foundational thing. It's a B-1, it's a certified. Everything that we do and how we operate amongst each other, we're gonna make it happen as a team. Black business. Same way Muhammad Ali and Martin Luther King would meet up. If you notice back in the day, they used to always have conferences all the time. When Malcolm X first got killed, Martin Luther King said we need to have a conference. And he wanted to fly in all these different people and we could sit down in our own room without them in the middle. Because they always want to be in the middle. They always want to weasel in. Look at Muhammad Ali and Martin Luther King walked out that meeting and the reporter was already there with a microphone all in their face. Want to know what we up to. And you know damn well he don't want to know what we up to because he cares. He want to know what we up to so he can go take that information and that intel and go back. He's just a spy. He's just a spy. And it's funny because the same people who never want us around their stuff, don't want us in their neighborhoods, don't want to give us jobs, don't want us in the boardroom, they quick to want to be where we are though. Yeah, it's funny they don't want us having their jobs, but they'll love to have somebody up in our jobs. They don't never want us in their boardroom, but they always want to have at least one in our boardroom. They don't want us up in their house, but they always got to get one up in their house. They will sacrifice themselves to go undercover in our community just so they can take that intel and go back home. What y'all be calling it? I think Tariq Nasheed said a yo. You know that yo motherfucker that you think is pop locking and dancing and two-stepping with you? Man, his ass ain't nothing but an undercover agent. He undercover. He coming up in your community so he can take what you tell him back to his people. They always got somebody infiltrating us. All the time. And I'm not just talking about people who are agents with badges. I'm talking about people who are agents without badges. Agents of information. Agents of intel. Agents of our culture. What you think DJ Vlad is? Everybody go on DJ Vlad's show. Watch my Vote to Vlad episode. Trust me, Vladimir, he's going right back to his community and saying this, and this. And a lot of them dumb rappers are on there handing over the information. That's not what we doing. Because this is black business and it's a black thing. And we keeping this shit all amongst ourselves. Oh, we gonna build, we gonna grind. Oh, we gonna build and we gonna grind. We gonna make something extremely powerful. And they're not gonna know about it until it happens. Why? Because we're not gonna show them. Fuck you mean? We just ain't gonna tell them. They ain't gonna know. They can ask all the fuck they want to. I can go ask for a goddamn $1 billion in a Ferrari. But I doubt that motherfucker's gonna pull up in my driveway with some keys to it. You can ask for any motherfucking thing. But at the end of the day, when they ask, we're going to tell them just like Martin Luther King and Muhammad Ali told them, no. Now, you can tell them no in a nice way, or you can tell them, like I said earlier, have that big ass sign out front that says, get the fuck out. Ain't welcome, because we running them up off the block and we throwing them about the fucking club. We like black bouncers. You get too unruly and you come up in a space that you're not allowed, get out. That's the motherfucking code. That is black business. And that's us staying together in sync, commonality. And that commonality goes a long way. You already know I told you about the whole, we gonna all unify. That's a myth. Unification is a myth. All right. But I'll tell you what ain't commonality. Because when you got a commonality, you can galvanize. Half the things that get accomplished in this world is not because of unity. And even the term unity gets falsely used and it twists people's mind because then the motherfuckers start talking about the whole black race and every single last black person unifying. That ain't how it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be the whole goddamn race. It's gonna be a few of us, and us right here who get together, we gonna get together off of a commonality. We gonna stay in sync. You dig? And then that's how we gonna motherfucking move. So all we gotta have is that commonality culture. And once we get that, it's on. You'll be surprised how far motherfuckers get when they got a common goal. When you got a common goal, things become very clear. That's why it's called commonality, common goal. You want to get rid of this? I want to get rid of this. You want to replace this system of anti-blackness? I want to replace this system of anti-blackness. You want to be liberated? I want to be liberated. And it only works further when we all from the same vein, when we all from the same family. So when you got a commonality culture and you got common goals with someone who's already your family, who's already a B-1 and you already got that same soul, man, come on. That shit becomes unstoppable. And that's what the fuck we are. And you know I say that shit time and motherfucking time again. And I keep on saying it. B-1s are unstoppable. That's why we here now. Because we unstoppable. And this unstoppableness is going to keep motherfucking going. And we going to keep grinding. Because we going to keep things on code. And we going to handle shit like motherfucking business women and businessmen. Purely black. So when they come around and they say, what were you talking about in that meeting, B-1s? Fuck you. It's my business. Don't worry about it. Hey, what were you guys having a discussion about today? I want to know. Fuck you. It's my business. None of yours. Don't worry about it. My motherfucking business, my motherfucking prerogative. Get the fuck up out of here. What my man Smokey say? That's your problem. You always worry about my shit. Get your own shit. That's what it do. So when they come up in our space and they want to infiltrate and they want to act like they're just having an interview, what the fuck you want to interview the world about my shit for? I mean, do y'all ever even think about that? They have all these segments about like what goes on in the black community. I'm talking about Dateline, CBS, NBC, ABC, the motherfucking Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. They be having cartoon characters interviewing black folks. I'm not lying. Hey, y'all probably thought that was a motherfucking joke. Y'all probably like, man, ban on it again. No, I seen it. Shit, Sesame Street. Sesame Street. I seen Big Bird interviewing a black person. Big Bird sitting there talking about what's going on in the black community. Well, you know, we make mistakes and da-da-da-da. Straight, they had a damn cartoon character. Big Bird was interviewing Michelle Obama. Google it. They always got some black person on there getting interviewed by Oscar the Grouch. You know they think low about you when they got a goddamn cartoon interviewing you. When they got a goddamn cartoon interviewing you. This shit is unreal. But it's all good because we the realest. And in this fake ass world, we the only ones who provide the realness. In this fake ass world, we the only ones who stand up straight, who got it all made. What's it like being black? Tell us more, Shaniqua. What's it like being black, Jerome? Why are blacks this way? They don't do this with no other group. And if it ever is an interview about another group, it's about good things. It's about positivity. With us, it's always about negativity. And how do you want to know that they're really just spying? Because it's not an interview, they're spying. Okay? It's not a panel, they're spying. It's not conversation, they're spying. They're just trying to get you to tell everybody. And they know once they put a microphone in front of us, a lot of black folks are just so happy that Master's even talking to me. Let me tell Master what I had for breakfast this morning. Let me tell Master that my mama's having a rough day today. She put too much salt in the pound cake. They get so happy just by having Master even show them some attention that they'll just tell every damn thing. Every damn thing. Mommy and Daddy was fighting again. Daddy told Mama who was that man in the back door. I got yelled at because I got a D on my report card. And them W's go back home and say, haha, look, we got these fools to actually tell us about their life. We would never do that. You ever think in your life you would ever see a black person interviewing them and they be spilling the beans about their community to us? Do you? Do you ever think you will ever have a certified B-1 sitting there saying, Billy and Sally, what's going on in your community? Heard y'all got a lot of crazy things going on in that trailer park. Yeah, well, you know, Sally cheated on me. My auntie's really my uncle. My uncle's really my grandpa. And we got a lot of craziness going on down here in Boone Village. Nah, that ain't happening. Me saying that is about as far as it's gonna happen. Because even the folks in the trailer park are smart enough to be on code. But yet you'll have black folks who will be well-to-do black folks making six figures. Because it lets you know it ain't about money, it ain't about finances, it ain't about wealth. Because you can have all that in the world and still be cooned up. Cooned up. Off code like a motherfucker. So you got black folks who are even well-to-do. Look at Atlanta. You got black folks in Atlanta with 4 cars in their garage. Black folks in Atlanta sitting in a 7-bedroom house, and they the worst ones. They be off code all day long, saying everything. We need to get our community together and pick ourselves up by the bootstraps, and why do we do this, and we're wrong, and it's not their fault, it's all on us. But yet them in the trailer park got it down. Why? Because they ain't on their black business. You know? Matter of fact, I don't even want them on black business. They can just be gone. Get them up out of here. Snatch them up, throw their ass out the club. Them the people that we say getting tossed out the club, them. Alright, so you on some black sedity, boule, ran off the block. The 10 toes down, the B-1's, we're the ones who gonna create it, enforce it, and live it. And we're gonna keep it that way, and we're gonna keep bringing the heat. But hold on one second, because I got this goddamn icy, because it's hot as fuck. It's hot as fuck outside, and this motherfucker good as shit. Cold as hell though. God damn. Whew. That shit freezing. But that's what they do. They interview us and they spy. And they use interviews and conversations and panels as an excuse and alibi and a justification just so they can spy on us. Whether they do that in private or rather they do that publicly and broadcast it to 100 million homes every single night. We all see it because y'all know they like to sit up everywhere where we at. You ever see anytime it's one of our get-togethers, our gatherings, a family reunion, there's always one of them there. Always. I seen this one guy, no names, this dude I used to know. He had a family reunion. The sad part is his last name is King. Last name is King. This is pathetic, y'all. So y'all ready to hear some pathetic ass, head shaking counterfeit shit? Here we go. This dude's last name is King. He had a family reunion, okay? A family reunion. He had it up on Facebook. Coon Book, okay? I seen these pictures. You know, he's thinking it's a bunch of black folks in the South, by the way. You thinking it's a bunch of black folks having a family reunion, everybody's there, they got on King shirts. Do you know I seen Sally there? Sally was in every single last goddamn picture. There wasn't one person that was in every other picture at the family reunion. You know, at a family reunion, especially nowadays with cell phones, they snapping pictures left and right. The kids playing, people at the barbecue, two-stepping, stepping in the name of love, doing all types of shit. One common denominator you seen in every goddamn photo was Sally. And she was in the middle of everybody's picture. She sitting there got her arms around grandma. Grandma cheesing, because them coon-in-laws. I'm gonna make a video about that too. We're gonna talk about them coon-in-laws that live vicariously through their kids bringing home somebody from another group. All right, they never got a chance to do it. They wanted to, but they never did. So eventually when their kids come home, they'll be like, oh, my daughter-in-law, oh, my son-in-law, have you seen some? Oh, he got just the nicest hair. Now you bring home something black, it's just like, let me see if my mama like you. You bring home something of another group, then it's, oh, come on over here. Let's talk to mama. So we're going to talk about the coon-in-laws. I seen all the coon-in-laws. They was all around Sally. She got a picture with the nephews. She got a picture with the cousins. She got a picture with everybody. Everybody was just happy to see her there. She's in every picture. I was telling my homegirl about it. My homegirl was like, what? I said, yes. The shit was creepy because there were pictures where people be at the barbecue grill and she be 20 rows back behind looking at the camera, locking eyes with it. Looking over the trees and over people's shoulders and shit. Finding where the camera was. I'm not lying. Some straight up espionage shit. You know damn well she went back home and told every damn thing. Everything. They put this much seasoning in their food. They was listening to this song on the song Jasmine Sullivan says she likes blackness. So that really meant that they gonna go march tonight at 7. Shit. I'm talking about she behind the woods and shit looking. You spotted that shit was like, where's Waldo? That shit was, where's Becky? She was in every goddamn picture. Every picture. You can look way in the back, and her ass be looking over the goddamn dumpster. Get the fuck out of here. Black business, black first, black always, black only. And that's how we going. Straight up and down. What we do is what we do, and it's us. It's on code. Just like Muhammad, Malcolm, Martin, all of them back in the day. You know? I'm gonna give you a little example of what happened. Right before MLK was murdered, remind you, Martin Luther King, he represented like the first wave of the civil rights era, like the 1955, going into the 60s. He got killed in 1968. The Black Panther Party came about in 1966. You feel me? So when the Black Panther Party was just coming, mind you, they're out on the West Coast, Oakland, California. When they were just coming, representing that new wave, MLK was more of the older wave. And he used to be watching way from the South. And he'd be saying, who is these black folks in California running around with them leather coats? And he was directly quoted saying, if I can win the hearts and minds of these young folks, victory will be swift. Basically saying, we're going to get on code with these guys and we're going to pull them in. And this is the real MLK. This wasn't a, one day, my child to have a kid with a white woman. This isn't that. This is the older MLK towards the end. And he had one of his representatives get on the phone and call the chairman of the Black Panther Party, Bobby Seale. And he said, would you be interested in coming to a conference we're having with all the black leaders and all the black groups? And Bobby Seale said, oh yeah, we'll come, guarantee. And right after that, MLK got killed. But imagine that, MLK and the Black Panther Party came this close to crossing paths. Never did. Instead, he ended up getting killed. Huey Newton went to jail. Everything played out. But that's the power of being on code. That's the power about having a commonality. Common goals equals structure. Structure equals us getting liberation. And all these counterfeits and people running around who are always trying to divide us, that only happens because we're not working off a commonality. That's only happening because we ain't handling our business, black business. So the first thing that we need to do is get on our black business, build our black code, let a motherfucker know you want to understand it because it's a black thing, and quite frankly, I don't want you to come around. Quite frankly, don't come around. Quite frankly, you come around, your ass getting ran off the block. This is strictly ours. Put a no trespassing sign in the front yard. And once we do that, and we start having meetings and groups, can you imagine that? It could be individuals. I don't give a fuck. It ain't gotta be these groups and all that shit. It could be individuals and we all fly out to a space that's ours. And I'm done hearing people talk about something. Well, you know how we act. No, fuck that. That's how we act. Shit is why we ain't gonna get nowhere. All right, it ain't that hard. You spot a motherfucker, get him out of here. In all lines of business, we spot out moles and we get them up out. We do the same thing. So we got to the point where we ain't having competing conferences and competing groups and none of that shit like that. We get people who are on the same page, and you come talking that my side better than your side, you immediately disqualify, get the fuck out of here. And we start really building and really having black business where we get together and we make some shit pop. That's when shit takes off. It can happen. Every time I hear people always talk about the same thing I'm saying now, I ain't saying nothing motherfucking new. I'm really just repeating what we've all heard. And it can all be done. So it lets you know the psyche is there, the mentality is there, and quite frankly, the action is there. All we got to do is turn up the motherfucking volume. Crank that bitch up a notch. And once we crank it up a notch, we going to be getting every motherfucking thing right. Set it off. And we going to tell it like this. These are black issues, black business, and black affairs. Don't come around here asking what we talking about, because we ain't telling. Don't come around here asking if you can come in, because you ain't welcome. And don't come around here with your hands out because you ain't invited. Straight up and down. We're going to put a big old no trespassing sign in the front yard with that big ass get the fuck out of here sign and tell you keep your ass off of private property. It's a black thing. But all right, y'all, this is another episode of the Black AlphaCast. You know I got to end that shit with a bang. That's how we always do. Like, comment, subscribe. Damn, people hitting me up already. I don't know, my other phone is buzzing, but it's all good. We going to keep it pushing. Hold on, man. Fuck that. Who's this? Let's find out. We broadcasting live. I ain't got no motherfucking filters. We keep this shit real. Who's this? All right, it's my people. All right, one love. It's my lady. But check this out. I'm going to keep on pushing. This is a certified summer. Y'all know how we get down. It's always good talking with y'all, showing nothing but love. I love all y'all with a passion. I appreciate everything. I appreciate how we building. And I say we because it's all of us. And that's what a network is. A network ain't one person. A network's a bunch of people all together working hard, handling our black business because it's a black thing. Now, I know y'all have noticed a lot of my videos have been about the code. A lot of people can talk about the problems. I mean, if you want to hear about black problems, you can go get on any black person on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can see motherfuckers at your job and they can sit down and talk about problems like they got a master's degree in black problems. We sit here on the Black Alpha Network and we talk about the code. I keep putting out new ones, always talking about how we can better ourselves, how we can liberate ourselves. Because honestly, I think a lot of black folks is tired of hearing about the problems. I'm tired of hearing about, well, we do this and we do that and we do that and we can't. Fuck that. One thing about us, and I'm talking about all of us, you, me, and everybody listening. We right here in this space, we are black people who are interested in solutions. We are black people who are interested in making things happen. We are black folks who are interested in building together. Not breaking each other down, but building each other up. And that's what we're going to continue to provide and keep on pushing right here in the Black Alpha Network. That's all of us together as one. And if we put all of our minds together, we're going to get shit done. Easy work. So keep looking for more on-code videos and keep looking for more on-code talk, because that's the motto right here at the BAN. Fuck the problems. Let's get to the solutions. And I cannot wait to create and brainstorm with y'all, because I know y'all got some good ass ideas and I can't wait to hear them. Throw them at me for sure. Even if we got to smash a couple off-code motherfuckers on the way to the truth, we gonna get it done. Guarantee that. You already know. Y'all take care of yourselves. Stay safe. It's a certified summer and we living it, baby. On code. One love to all the brothers, sisters, kings, queens, the goddess, and the gods. Because black is beautiful and beautiful is black. See you in the comment section. One love.